Sup, you chuckle fucks? It's your boy Dark Raikou here with What If Issei Had a Minecraft Sacred Gear Part 2. I don't know why I was about to say 4, but 2. So yeah, so it's Part 2. Not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna have to do this for a couple of minutes and then have to go to school. But other than that, let me begin. Let me just begin. So, we begin into Issei kind of getting home after, well, a long day of escaping Sona and mostly Sanji, Tsubaki, and anyone else that wanted to piss him off. Luckily, he had an inventory full of blindness potions, slow potions, and mostly weak potions. But yeah, he was ready to escape from Sona at any possible chance or minute, which did happen the whole fucking day. Luckily, he would just keep spamming the shit out of his potions, smashing into Sona, Tsubaki, or even Sanji. So yeah. But not the point. It was mostly always Sanji. Sanji somehow, in some way, fucking managed to find Issei 24/7 the whole time, but still managed to get outmaneuvered so easily by Issei. But yeah. Also, Issei did kind of summon out a, well, mob, mostly from the mob section, and he just didn't care at this point because Sanji just keep appearing out of fucking nowhere. So of course this is where, well, Issei pulls out something called a warden egg, named the warden, and it was called well, mostly since someone wanted to be added into this what if the warden was named so the warden was named Molten Freddy. So of course Molten Freddy was just sitting in the very dark and blindness. Of course, Issei ran into this dark place just to kind of make Sanji follow him. And when Sanji managed to find in the dark place, he could see through. But of course, when blindness potion smashes into him, again, making sure his double vision wasn't able to see into the dark, well, mostly darkness, it did hurt him a lot more. But of course, when he finally got the blindness potion away, a warden was standing behind him. This is where when Sanji turns around, he says, "What the pff?" He gets smashed into a wall. Of course, he's right now getting his leg kind of grabbed and right now smashed to the ground. Think of it like Hulk grabs Loki and like smash him over himself, behind himself, and yeah, just keep smashing Sanji like that. So yeah. So we go into Issei kind of just getting back home. He's just saying, time to just close my door and not deal with anyone else. This is where, well, Issei knows that his parents are back home, and they question him where Issei was and why did he left the door open. Or, the door wasn't left open, Sona was actually kind of to actually close it, but yeah. But of course, this is where, well, they say, where the heck have you been? And this is where Issei just says, oh, just been outside, running away from, crazy people, but yeah, you know, just having a nice jog. His parents just say, okay, whatever. This is where, well, mostly his mother managed to buy, mostly some of the stuff that Issei wanted. And no, there were not magazines, there were just more kind of like, mostly like these, very high, well not high grade, mostly, what they were, it was, how should I say? You know, I'll explain it later, but yeah. But mostly, his mom didn't question where the hell she got the money, she just kept it, fuck it. But yeah. Of course, well, Issei kind of went to his room, got the items, put them into his like inventory, mostly into the wardrobe, and of course, well, he decides to lay down. Now, of course, he knows tomorrow is going to be hell because tomorrow is literally school, and yeah, Issei says, "Damn, this is going to suck." But we go into mostly Sona, Tsubaki, and Sanji meeting up at, well, mostly the kind of council room tomorrow, but yeah. We go into that POV. Sona is questioning Sanji and what the fuck he even fought. Sanji says, I don't know what the fuck I fought. I saw Issei, and then after that I didn't see Issei anymore. Instead I saw the ground like 4 million times smash into it. Sona says, Tsubaki, hey, I don't know. When I found him, he was knocked out unconsciously. This is where Sona says, okay, so Issei might have a sacred gear. And the reason why he keeps running away from us is because he knows that we're devils. Sona thinks in her head. This is where, well, Tsubaki and Sanji are just kind of just thinking. Sanji says, I don't want to go after him again. If he's just going to keep throwing blindness potions at me and I get blind so easily, I'm not going to keep going after him. This is where Issei, he's now getting to school. Of course, when he gets to like the gate inside, he just looks around, sees no one. Well, sees a bunch of girls. Of course, they're talking. They're ignoring him. So thank God. But yeah, Issei kind of just looks around. He then kind of just sneaks to the side. Well, he walks into the gate, turns to the right, still near the wall, but just kind of going into that forest layer just to get around. But yeah. This is where, well, he's looking for his two idiotic friends named Murahama Matsui, and this is where he finds them at the kendo class. Now, this is where Issei said, those idiots. Well, there's only one thing to do. This is where, well, Issei managed to see them, and this is where, well, both of them kind of just like saying, yeah, come on, boy, I'm a Catherine. This is where both of them saying, yeah. This is where Issei says, hey, idiot. This is where when they turn around, they say, Issei. This is where, well, they hear a bunch of like noises going into the kendo class, and this is where they say, oh shit, we gotta, this is where Issei says, oh no, you two are not going anywhere. Take this blindness potion to your fucking faces. This is where both of them say, wait, oh, this is where, well, both of them are blind and saying, we can't see shit, what the hell? Matsui, Issei, where are you? Issei is already dipped. He ran like hell. He only did this because his revenge for all the time those assholes decided to leave him. So yeah, he doesn't really care if his friends get their ass handed to them. But yeah, this is where, well, he hears in like the far like background. They're screaming. They're basically both Matsui and Murahama are screaming for their dear life because they're getting their face beat the shit out of like kendo sticks. This is where, well, Murahama says, no, not the face, not the face. No, never mind, the face, the face. This is where, well, both of them are just screaming, but yeah. Issei's in the background saying, it feels fucking good to get revenge, assholes. This is where, well, Issei has basically a blue, like, drink that he's drinking, but yeah. This is where, well, we go into Issei kind of getting to class. Now, of course, both of his friends are not in class, and this is where, well, he's just chuckling to himself, thinking that Moriyama and Katsura just beat the absolute living crap out of them. Now, of course, this is where, well, Issei just kind of sits in his, well, mostly classroom. Of course, this is where the teacher's going on, blah, 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 blah. Of course, this is where, well, mostly we go into, well, the teacher keeps like continuing talking, but this is where, well, the classroom opens, and what comes in is none other than Kiba Yuta. Kiba Yuta asks for Issei to come with him towards mostly to see Rias, and Issei says, okay, this could be a bad fucking thing. The pretty boy's asking where the heck I should go. This is where, well, mostly everyone, every girl and every guy glares to the back. Well, mostly the guys just kind of look at Issei with petty looks. They're saying, well, they glare at him because Ri is asking for him, and even girls are just glaring because they see that Kiba's asking for him. Now, of course, when they look towards see Issei, Issei isn't there. What's there is basically bones, just a skeleton. This is where, well, everyone's confused and everyone's sorts out because they remember seeing Issei. Issei is gone. He jumped out the window in an instant after seeing Kiba. The reason why is because he knew what Kiba wanted. Well, he didn't know what he wanted, but mostly his system alerted him in an instant that Kiba was there for him, pretty much, and he just didn't want to be gay. So yeah, mostly he just jumped out the window in an instant, just kind of hides in the window, like in the fucking like, well, trying to hold on to the window like frame, and of course just like let go down to the like ground, which he does take some damage, but of course just runs off. This is where, well, Kiba is confused. He's like, what the fuck just happened? Wasn't Issei supposed to be here? This is where, well, the teacher says, what the, huh? But everyone's just confused at that time. Issei goes off the whole day of just going to class. Anytime that he sees Kiba or Sanji, because Sanji's none the matter, managed to always kind of like try to find him, Issei kind of just dips. There's a skeleton, there's like a pile of bones there, and Issei's gone. Literally, it's just skeleton figure done. No, now the skeleton figure is not how do you say that word? He can't move, okay? It's just a pile of bones, okay? It's not a windmill skeleton that he can actually summon. So yeah. Of course, well, Issei is just kind of running around. When it came to lunch, he got his food. He then ran towards mostly a hidden spot. But before even running to a hidden spot, both Matsui and Murahama says, Issei, you're here. Hey, you want to go to the kendo class? You want to go? This is where Issei says, "What happened to you two? And what really happened? Why aren't you two really hurt?" This is where they look at Issei and say, "Oh, you know, we can just heal faster than normal." Yeah, this is where both of them saying. Issei says, "Heal faster than normal." Okay, then let's go. This is where, well, Issei has such an evilish fucking grin on his face. This is where when they get closer, Issei didn't hesitate. This is where, well, he didn't notice the Kendo girls are inside. He activated something right now. He typed in something really fast, calling X-ray vision, which he managed to see through. And of course, he then turns it off really fast after seeing some of the Kendo girls being inside. This is where, well, he then grabs two, like, what's it called, blindness potions, and grab his two friends from the back of the college. And this is where both of them says, "What are you?" This is where Issei smashed the potions into their eyes. And this is where both of them, Issei, what the? This is where Issei then smashes his hand into the, what's it called, wall, making noise. And this is where, well, the potions last for 1 minute, as you mentioned. Not instead of 30 seconds to 1 minute. And this is where all the Kendo girls rushes outside. Issei's already fucking gone. He dipped in an instant. This is where, well, the Kendo girl sees what's it called, Maruhama Masui again, and says, "Didn't you two already get hurt? That's it. Die, you bastards." This is where, well, mostly they're getting really hurt, but this is where, well, mostly Moriyama and Catherine are kind of just seeing what's it called, Maruhama Masui getting their ass kicked again. But this is where, well, Catherine kind of questioned, where's Issei at? You know, since he's always here with them, where's he at now? This is where, well, Moriyama says, "I don't know. He should be with the Copper Bird Trio." Also, do you remember how he always disappeared when Kiba or even Sanji appeared? He just like keeps disappearing. He's there for a couple of seconds and gone for now the next seconds. This is where, well, Catherine says, "Yeah, that is true." Also, have I ever told you that mostly, remember that one day on Saturday or Sunday that, you remember that traumatizing thing I told you? Yeah? Are you still traumatized, Catherine? Catherine says, "No, I'm not. It's just, I thought I saw Issei for a second. His eyes were white and silver. One eye color is silver while the other one is purely white. He managed to knock them all out, but I was confused in what happened. But when I woke up, I saw, well, Sona, Tsubaki, and even Sanji. Sanji seems a little bit hurt and annoyed. He had a bunch of tech marks. But yeah. This is where, well, Catherine, well, mostly Moriyama says, "I don't know about that. If Issei's hiding something, that would be quite interesting. You know, since the pervert's always out loud bursting saying that he's proud of being a pervert, I would be kind of surprised if he's hiding something." This is where, sorry. This is where, well, Catherine says, "I guess you're right, Moriyama. Well, whatever he's hiding is probably not that important." We go into Issei kind of just being invisible. He literally drank an invisible potion just walking around. This is where he sees Sanji just sitting there doing absolute nothing, but he just loves trolling Sanji because he remembers seeing how the warden just beat the fuck out of him. Issei walks behind him, and this is where Issei grins saying, "Sanji." This is where he whispers into his ear, and Sanji jumps up and says, what the hell? What was that?" This is where when he's looking around and saying, "I might be going crazy." He was about to sit down until he turns around and sees none other than the same warden appear right in front of him. Sanji says, "Huh?" He gets smashed in the face right now, getting his ass kicked again. And this is where the warden disappears. This is where, well, after a while, Sanji wakes up and says, "Oh, what happened?" This is where mostly the two girls that have a crush on Sanji appear, saying, "Sanji, are you okay? You seem like you just got your ass kicked by something." This is where, well, Sanji says, "Where's that creature? Where is that creature? Where's that?" Sanji's right now having a panic attack because he's now very traumatized of the creature that appeared out of nowhere and beat the shit of him. Now, Sanji says, where's he? Huh? Where? He's bringing out really hard, and this is where, well, they confuse and say, "Who is where? What are you talking about?" This is where, well, Sanji says, "I'm talking about the creature that appeared and kicked my ass again." This is where they're confused and say, "What are you talking about? I heard my name called out of nowhere. This creature appeared behind when I sat back down, and then he started beating the shit out of me." This is where, well, this is where Momo and the other girl says, "Is there a stray in the, what's it called? Is there a stray in school? A stray devil?" This is where, well, Sanji says, "I don't know. That doesn't look like a stray devil." "Maybe it was. I don't know what was it." Holy shit. This is where, well, we go into Issei just chuckling. Right now being on top of the school, and of course he was invisible, but this is where his invisible potion disappears. Issei was chuckling, seeing Sanji just have such PTSD out here. This is where Issei says, that's what you get, you stupid bastard. No way in hell I'm gonna find you again chasing me. Because that shit was annoying. Whatever. Time to get out of here. Issei jumps down out of the fence, like he was like standing on the fence, and he just jumped down. And this is where, when he jumps down, he sees a blondish haired girl with kind of palish blue eyes. Why in her eyes when she sees Issei, he literally comes back mostly out of invisibility, and just becoming back to normal. And this is where, well, Issei just jumping back down, and mostly both of their eyes connect. Goldenish brown sees, well, mostly palish blue eyes. This is where both of them right now stares at each other for a couple of seconds. And this is where, well, Junko kind of was about to say something. Issei looks at her, and this is where Issei says, you did not see anything. Nope, I do not know what you're seeing, but you didn't see anything. This is all a dream. Issei is walking past her. Now, of course, this is where, well, he knows that no one would truly believe her that much. But this is where, well, before Issei walked away, her hand grabbed Issei's arm. Issei turns around and sees her. This is where, well, both of their eyes connect again. This is where, well, her eyes were a reddish color now, instead of being a palish blue. Issei's eyes narrowed in an instant, they became a grayish, mostly silverish color. This is where both of their eyes are narrowing each other. Issei says, let go of my hand, mostly arm. He said in a very stern and very angry toned voice. The girl says, hell no. I want to know, what the hell is that? How the hell did he do that? Actually, better question, do you have a sacred gear? This is where Issei says, I don't have whatever the fuck you're talking about. Actually, I don't even know what a sacred gear is. But truly, how did your eyes even turn red? Better question, how did your eyes turn silver? I guess that is a better question. I don't care. Now leave me alone, Junko Nishima. Junko right now narrows her eyes and says, hell no. I'm not letting you go until you tell me if you have a sacred gear. I'll let go of you if you say you have a sacred gear. Issei says, don't know what a sacred gear looks like. What does it have to look like? This is where, well, Junko narrows her eyes. This is where, well, she's thinking that she's dealing with someone from the supernatural, which technically not really. This is where, well, both of them are glaring at each other until mostly the door opens, and this is where what comes in is none other than, well, mostly Catherine, Moriyama, Aika, and even what's it called, Rainer, being what's it called, Junko's sister. They kind of come in talking, and when they look up, they see Issei and even what's called Junko kind of just looking at each other. Now, of course, it looked kind of romantic for a second because the sun was kind of going down behind them. Of course, they were looking at each other into their eyes, and both of their eyes were kind of completely different colors of eyes, thanks for probably the sun, because Issei's eyes were glittering into the light thanks to the silverish color, while Junko's eyes were crimson red and kind of just glaring at Issei, but also glaring into the sunlight. This is where, well, all of them just look at, we'll see Issei, Junko just look like they're in romantic kind of look, and this is where, well, they all scream, what the fuck are you all, what are you two doing? This is where both of them looks up. Of course, Issei's eyes goes back into a goldenish brown, while Junko's becomes a palish blue, and this is where both of them just looks up, and this is where they see mostly the four girls. And this is where, well, Rainer says, sis, were you about to kiss him? This is where, well, Junko, not Junko, mostly Moriyama and Catherine says, yeah, that's what we were going to even question. Aika says, well, I wasn't expecting the perverted beast of Kuo named Issei Hyodo to try to kiss, what's it called, Junko and Nishima. The disperted girl, the girl who actually loves despair. I didn't actually know that was actually a good combo. This is where both of their faces become red, mostly Issei's and even Junko's. Issei says, what? No. Both of them say, no, that is not the fucking case. No. This is where, well, Junko doesn't know how to explain this, but this is where, well, Issei says, I don't know what is happening. She grabbed my arm just because I think I pissed her off. This is where, well, Issei nodded. This is where Junko nodded saying, yeah, he pissed me off. That's what really happened. This is where both of them, well, all four of them looks confused. Issei says, other than that, I'm out of here. Issei runs to the fence. Right now, tries to climb, which he does manage to climb. I should also mention he's hearing music. The song he's hearing right now is called... So the song he's hearing is called The Offspring, and it's called You're Going Far. Well, yeah. No, mostly The Offspring is the creator, while the song is called You're Going Far, Kid. So, of course, this is where, well... Issei is hearing that in his earbuds, and he just like grabs the fence right now, climbs it super fast, jumps over it, and of course climbs it again. But this is where he just lands on one of the window frames, and of course just starts jumping and parkouring down. This is where all of them look confused, even Junko. This is where, well, they said, okay, that's one way to escape this situation. Junko says, I might also escape this now that I think about it. This is where she spreads out her kind of wings. And of course, she knows that all kind of 4 of them are in for the supernatural. So of course, this is where, well, Junko says, well, other than that, bye, girls. This is where, well, she teleports. This is where, well, they say, well, that's one way for things to happen. This is where I can say, maybe it's not the perverted beast and the girl of despair. Mostly it's more like the fallen angel and the boy of parkour. This is where, well, mostly they look at Ika and say, okay, can you stop making titles for them? This is where, well, Moriyama seems kind of sad, and she actually starts kind of crying and kind of like laying down with her kind of feet together, and of course having her arms saying, no, I wanted to ask him out. This is where, well, mostly Ika and Rain are sweat dropping. Catherine actually knows why mostly Moriyama's acting like this. It's because they had mostly Moriyama had a small crush on Issei, which it was more of a bigger crush, and she was more kind of perverted because she allowed the boys, being the trio of perverts, to kind of peep on them. Mostly she always liked when Issei was the one to always peep on her, being Moriyama. Catherine was okay, she did have a small crush also, but it wasn't as big as a crush as, well, Moriyama's. So yeah. Issei is right now getting downstairs, or mostly he managed to jump off the window front and sees Sanji, and Sanji says, everything would go fine and normal. Issei says, Sanji, move! Sanji says, huh? This is where Issei managed to just like, well, jump, well, mostly land next to him, but rolling down, and this is where Issei says, what the fuck, Sanji? When the hell do you come out of nowhere? Why do you have the worst fucking time to pop out of nowhere? This is where Sanji says, why the fuck were you jumping on the window frame? Issei says, hey, we're not changing the subject. This is where Sanji says, oh hell yeah, we're changing the subject, motherfucker. Why the hell were you kind of jumping on the window frame? To get away from a conversation that I didn't want to talk about. What the hell was that? I'm not telling you shit. Whatever. Come with me, because mostly Sona was asking for you. Issei says, no way I'm coming with you. Hell no, I'm not coming with you or the other pretty boy. Because fuck that. Issei starts running. This is where Sanji says, oh no you don't. Issei right now pulls out a, what's called blindness potion, a weakness potion, and also a slowness potion. Issei says, take these potions, motherfucker. This is where Sanji managed to kind of dodge, but also use Vitra to actually grab them and crush them, and this is where, or mostly Viltra, and this is where Sanji says, oh no you don't. Issei says, what the fuck is that in your hand? This is where Sanji says, I'm gonna capture you this time. This is where Issei managed to dodge, and this is where Issei says, okay, shit. Issei slides down, and of course this is where, well, he thinks that he's now in a serious battle with Sanji. Whatever Sanji it is, or whatever the hell he is, whatever. This is where Issei then pulls out 3 spawn eggs, and this is where he throws them straight towards Sanji. Sanji was about to use Viltra, but this is where, well, a bow and arrow was about to smash into him. Which, this is where when the eggs hit the ground, 3 creepers appear. This is where Sanji says, what the god? Boom! This is where he smashes into a tree. Issei then runs away like hell. Gotta run. This is where he drank the speed potion and started running like hell. He became the fucking Flash. Became the fastest man alive. But other than that, I'm gonna leave it off here for kind of part 2 of this What If. I know it's short, but I gotta go do something. So yeah, other than that, bye, see you, and bye.